What's going on, guys? We back out here today on this Model T. I did a lot of stuff not on camera. Got a lot of it done, got the motor mounted up, and I did drive it down the driveway last night, and I about killed myself. I was headed up out the driveway, and we got a bridge down there, and that thing got to rolling backwards, and I'm hanging on the front of it, reaching through the window, steering it. Didn't have a throttle cable. So today we're gonna button it up a little bit, put a throttle cable on it, and I'm gonna try to mount down the grill and the radiator and throw the hood on it. And I was able to get a tire on it, so I'll give y'all a little walk around and show y'all what I've got done. Alright guys, I'm going to walk you around a little bit and just show you what I got done on it. I was able to get the motor mounted down yesterday, and got the sprocket welded on it, got the clutch on there, got the chain cut to the length. And I end up having, I don't know if I showed y'all this, but I ended up having to cut that firewall out. Man, I tell you, it broke my heart, guys. But to make it work out, that's what I did. I did keep the piece to weld it back in there on a later date. But man, that's one thing I really didn't want to do. But I'll take you on inside and see, I got it all mounted up there. My welds aren't the best, especially on that sprocket. That dang old thing did not want to weld, man. But I was, like I said, I was able to drive it down the driveway a little bit last night. And man, I tell you, it was scary. It was a scary ride. Probably shouldn't have did it. Got a little excited. Thought, man, I'm going to tear out in this thing. Made a little short video, put it out there. But, boy, it was, I about flipped it off the bridge. Thankfully, I didn't. But I was able to get this old tire mounted on. Ended up having to buy a new tire for it. Spend a little more money on this thing than I wanted to. Had to put a new tire and tube in it. Took me about a week to get that tire. That thing got lost in shipment. But anyway, let me walk you over here. I'll show you my I went to Ace Hardware and got this throttle cable. It ain't really what I want to run. I'd like to have a gas pedal, you know, like off old Volkswagen or something. But I'm gonna rig that thing up and make it work. It's kind of like a universal, I guess. It's got a couple different levers in there I can use, and I'm gonna try to get that. I got the hood here, which I don't know if I'll always run the hood, but I'm definitely gonna stick it on there. And I got the radiator. Man, I done bent the dang grill shell. That'll make me mad there. Set you up right there. I'll tweak that thing a little bit. I have to tweak that thing back in there. Let me set you up over here. I'll show y'all. I'm gonna try to get this radiator, man. It bolts in fairly easy. I mean, it ain't nothing to it. It just sits in there. But I think it looked pretty cool with all that back on it. Like I said, I ain't gonna run the hood all the time, but this thing just sits down on there. It's simple to bolt. Won't take me long to get it done. That right there bolts to the firewall. It's pretty simple. But let me grab this grill shell. Well, I kind of bent that up. But this thing, man, it just it all just bolts on there. Holds it all in place. That thing's gonna be pretty cool, guys. I'm hoping one day I can build a hot rod out of this body. I'd like to take this body off this chassis and build a chassis for it, and I don't know, put a 350 in it or something like that. Chop the top, and I tell you, I may end up chopping the top on this thing in a later video, even with the Predator engine. And I may chop the top. I ain't never chopped one. Watched a couple videos on it. I believe I can do it. Something like this, I don't think it'll be that hard of a chop. I wouldn't want to chop like a Mercury or, you know, something more around it. But as square as this thing is and as straight as the cuts are going to be, I believe I can handle it. I ain't a smart man, but I think I can make it work out. But I'm going to see if I can get this here bolted up get some bolts in that thing and put the hood on it and try to rig up that throttle cable. And I'm gonna try to get y'all a video of me riding down the road with it. So let me grab my tools and grab some screws and some bolts and see if I can get this buttoned up and get that hood on it. And I'll let y'all hang out while I do that. Alright guys, I went and grabbed some tools. Get a couple of these bolts. See if I can. It ain't gonna take me real long. Let y'all hang out for a few minutes. I may shut it off and start on this cable, this throttle cable. I got to find out for sure where I'm gonna run through this firewall, but hoping I got the right nuts for this. I should have kind of kept track of all this stuff, but I didn't. I got excited and just took it apart. Come on, man. I know these go in there. They're supposed to anyway. Let's see what we can do. See if I can find a socket for this bad boy. It's crazy. All these bolts are different length. I mean, different sizes. You think they all be the same, but I guess, you know, being a 100-year-old car, this thing's probably been apart and back together several times. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. I may have cross-threaded a little bit, but it'll be alright. She on there anyway. My wife just pulled up, guys. I'm in trouble. She's looking for me. She don't want to be on film with me. Boy, is she long-winded. I think we on there. I don't know. This side tight and that side didn't want to get too tight on it. That side a little loose. I might have to add a couple washers to that one. Let me stack some washers on that. Let me grab some washers. Do that old washer stack, boys. She got a little tight. Alright, put a little impact on it, see what she'll do. Alright, that's good and tight. Good and tight. Once I tighten this bolt up here, it ought to kind of snug some things up there. See if I can get a wrench on that one. Oh yeah. It's gonna make it all more better. More better, boys. Yeah, I say it is. Oh yeah. He's sturdy now. That'll hold. Like I said, it didn't take too long. Let me throw this hood on there. See if it's gonna cover up that engine. Let me see. Probably need to spray a little looby dooby on that bad boy. I'm gonna see which way goes where. I'm gonna say that one goes that way. Get that in there. Well, I may have it backwards. No, I ain't got it backwards. They got something like it. Come on, boy. There we go. There we go. Now we're sitting down in there. Very nice. Well, that didn't take long. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to run that hood much. I guess if it's raining or something, I'll let it sit on there. And I ain't going to go. I'm hoping to drive this thing to work a day or two. I don't live real far from work. That's pretty cool though. I think it'll definitely be it'll get some attention at a car show for sure, I believe. But I'm gonna, let me see if I can start getting this cable through there. I'm gonna try to get a floor in this thing. I just got some plyboard a buddy of mine gave me. Appreciate you, Mike, if you're watching this. But I'm gonna cut that plyboard to fit right here on these lips. And then I'm just gonna take some self-tappers and tap it down. And I'll probably take a torch and just burn it, kind of give it, you know, a rustic look. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I've got a pedal, and this pedal, there's a rod that runs through there. When you push that pedal in, it works this, which this is the handbrake, and that moves the handbrake. So I mean, I don't have to have a pedal to have a brake, but man, it'd be a lot cooler if I did. So we'll just see how that works out. I don't know, not real sure how I'm going to do my floor up there, because I got to do, you know, I have to cut a slot for this, and but I definitely want to get a floor in that to cover up that sprocket and that chain in case something goes south. You know, I don't want to lose a finger. And there where I had to cut the firewall out, I think I'm going to build this out eventually. No hurry, but I'm going to try to kind of enclose that just to give it a little cleaner look. But later on down the road, I'm going to weld that all back up. Man, like I said, I kept the piece that I cut out of it. But anyway, that's how I done it, guys. If y'all watched my previous videos, I was telling you I kept that belly pan, this belly pan here, to bolt everything too, because it sturdied everything up. But you can see how I put that. See if I can get y'all in there. How I put my pillar block in there, and just got that shaft going through it. And I may weld something up towards the front. I don't think that thing's gonna walk anywhere. But I thought about welding something across here, just a piece of flat steel, in case that thing tried to walk forward, which has got set screws in it and they tight, but just in case, man. I'm kind of overkill on things. My dad stays on me. I can't ever do nothing just simple. I gotta be overkill with everything. But anyway, guys, let me grab this cable and take the hood back off and see if I can find a way to run this cable, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, we got the throttle cable and the floor in. I'll take y'all around and show it to you, then we're going to try to take this thing down the road. Got the throttle cable hooked up and I just ran it through the firewall. Mounted up on the dash there. But me and my dad, we put some floors in this thing. Still got that to do, but anyway, we're going to throw this seat in there and see if we can take it down the road. So y'all hang in there with me and we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, we're out here. I'm going to take y'all down the road with me. Get this old bad boy hold together. Get it, boys! anyway, let me put y'all on pause. I'll get a video driving by. All right, guys, we back here at the house. I think I'm gonna have to tighten that chain up some, but anyway, that's gonna be all on this video. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and watching. Y'all like and subscribe, share it, and maybe next time we can get a little more drive time in. Appreciate y'all.